Well, we are about a third of the way through LCS Summer Split with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Closer. I've been asking everyone, what do you think of the fact that we're a third of the way done with the split, just 2 weeks in?
Oh, feels weird.
Yes.
Feels fast, but I prefer playing at stage instead of scrims.
Yeah.
It feels like more rewarding, even though we didn't win many games. So I don't mind it, but feels weird. Yeah.
So you like the 3-day schedule?
I don't look at it like that, but I don't mind it.
Do you feel like you wish you had more scrim time? Because that's what everybody keeps telling me, even the teams that are winning a ton, is like, oh, it's so weird. You like only scrim for 3 days and then you have 3 days of games. It's like very different than when you have twice as many scrims as you do games.
Yeah, sometimes I wish we have more scrim days, definitely. Also, we had like a lot of visa issues, so we need more time to practice and get better. So the scrim, some more scrim time would help us.
How do you think Quid is integrating into the team? What's it been like playing with him?
Playing with Quid is definitely good. Like in Korea, he was pretty good, and when he first came here, he's like very good in scrims. I know like a lot of people criticizing or like they just like talk. I just don't think he really like showed what he's capable of. Like because in scrims he's like smurfing, and I know how he is. So I think it will be much better the more comfortable he gets.
How different is it being a jungler for him than for your former mid laner, whose name I forget?
Yeah, his name was Bjergsen.
Oh, Bjergsen? Okay, yeah. He didn't play. He only played for like one split, so it's easy to forget.
I mean, it's just different play style as well. Like Quid is more like he's young, He's he likes challenging the enemy, like fighting early. The communication is the hard part because of he's Korean and he's like speaking very little English. But when I was playing in Turkey, I worked with a lot of Korean players, and so I'm kind of used to it. The communication is the only hard part, so it's fine.
But is there any difference in play style? Like, do you feel like you need to be more proactive as a mid jungle duo? Is it, are you the one making more of the decisions on when to go in, that type of stuff?
Yeah, I feel like I need to do more decisions right now for sure because Soren was very experienced. Like we would instantly be on the same page, or he would like call for plays more. But I think Quid is like good player, so eventually we will get there.
What do you think of your own performance? Because I know there's been some people who are saying that Closer's had a rough start to the summer split.
Yeah, I don't think I played good. It's like I think it happened like start of the first split as well. Like I picked like Lee Ssumday guy, I play like complete trash, and people are like, "Oh, like what's happening?" And then towards the end of the split, I was back to smurfing, but I definitely didn't have a good start, but. Yeah, I just need to be better, man. What can I say?
What is it? Do you think it's rust, or like are you shaking off the break, or is it like figuring out the meta? Like what is it?
I think I need to figure out how we wanna play as a team because I'm like a really strong voice in the team, and I play very good when I know what's going on the map. I'm like controlling everything. So I think the more we are on the same page and more I'm comfortable making plays, we will be better as a team, and I'll just look better as well.
Yeah. You're back to playing with Ssumday again. Mm-hmm. What is it? Just like old times again, or I mean, it was only one split off, right? So
yeah, definitely feels nice to have him back. Feels like old times, It's like he's back home.
It must be weird. It's just like this one split off, and then he's back.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect the things to turn around like this, but I was very hopeful, when I first heard in the off season that Soren is gonna retire. Obviously, like thoughts come to your mind, like, oh my god, because we made this roster because we wanted to play together, and middle of the split something like this happens, and he is an NA player, so it's like everything is going down, like who can you find middle of the split? But I was very hopeful that we're gonna turn out good. I mean, our record doesn't show that so far, but I do think towards the playoffs time we will be good.
Well, you got 4 weeks. Does that feel spooky at all?
Nah, I don't put. I already put on pressure on myself to be good, be a good team, be a good player. So I don't really care. I'll just live up to the expectations.
Good answer. Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I know it's been rough to support us guys, but we are working very hard to be good, and just thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Hey everyone, I am in the LCS press room right now. This is a press box where I always hang out and watch the games, and it's quite dark in here. So how do we edit? Well, it's with this, the Alienware M18. This thing is beautiful. It's got an 18-inch panel and a 16 by 10 aspect ratio in QHD+, so that gives us the space we need to edit the footage you watch all while we're in this press box. And the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series graphics card in this thing allows us to render footage seamlessly on the M18 so that we can export videos quickly. So the next time you're watching one of these videos, be sure to appreciate that Alienware hooked us up with the M18, and you can get one too. There's a link in the description, but really appreciate them, and hopefully you enjoy their sponsorship of it so that we can create videos like this one.